What's up everybody, it is I, here of Angel, and welcome to my Beedrill Community Day preparation guide and PvP breakdown. Since Weedle Community Day is coming up, I'm just going to remind you of what to prepare for the event to maximize your gains, and also I'm gonna teach you what Beedrill is all about from a PvP standpoint so you understand it on a deeper level. So the event will feature 3 times Stardust. You want to prepare some star pieces, so if you have some Pokecoins, I think the best deal is the 640 Pokecoin bundle for star pieces. You get 8 pieces. You need a total of 12 for the entire event because the event is going to be 6 hours. You need 2 star pieces per hour because it's 30 minutes. And as of recording this video, the boxes, the special, ultra, and adventure box, not that great of a deal for star pieces. You're not gonna get a lot from that, so I feel like the best deal that you can get currently is the star piece bundle. Now keep an eye out for the event box. Try to see if it's a better deal for star pieces, but historically they haven't been great. And also guys, if you have a research stack, this is probably the best time to drain it. This is the best time to catch all of those Pokemon. So what I would do is I would connect my Go Plus to my account. I would hit the incense and the star piece once the event hits, and then I would go straight to my research, catch all of those Pokemon while catching the wild Pokemon with my Go Plus, and then go straight to my snapshots. Alright, so you get, I think it's 5 snapshots, 5 snapshot Weedles for Community Day. But yeah, just catch all of those Pokemon, get a running start on the event, and get that big chunk of Stardust. Another thing you want to prepare is your buddy of great or higher level so that you get Pokeballs throughout the event. Now, it's a little bit glitchy. I've seen so many posts of, trainers not getting their Pokeballs from their buddies, even if they have the required level. So try not to rely on it, but have it prepared just in case it works. Last thing you want to think about right now is if you're going to purchase the Elite Charge TM with 30 Ultra Balls, 3 star pieces, and 3 incense. I'm not gonna comment whether I think it's worth it or not. That's up to you. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy it because I want that Elite Charge TM. But that's it for the event prep. Now it's time to get into my PvP breakdown. How good is Beedrill for PvP? How good is Beedrill for Go Battle League? It could definitely be present in Go Battle League, and if you use it in a certain way, I feel like it'll be very powerful for some certain team comps, alright? But let's get into this. Now, if you're wondering which moveset for Beedrill should I use, which moveset is he talking about, I'm just currently using the Poison Jab, X-Scissor, and Drill Run moveset, alright? Which is the PV Poke standard. Now, I will be talking about some other movesets, the effect of some other moves along the way, because Beedrill has some versatility with the moveset, but it's a lot to study all of the movesets, right? So I will highlight the highlights for you. Let's start with Registeel. It's a playable match. You need to get this one X-Scissor bait and then land 2 Drill Runs for the kill. Note that Beedrill is not a good swap-in. This is very important, right? Not a good swap-in for Registeel because it dies with 55 energy. Registeel needs 65 to throw the flash cannon that will kill Beedrill. So that's 3 lock-ons, and lock-on is, it's pretty fast. Second matchup is Azumarill. It's a clear win, plus you don't need the Sludge Bomb. You can go straight Drill Run, you're good. But again, and this is again very important, you don't want to be swapping in your Beedrill on the Azumarill because that makes it a playable match. It dies with 66 energy, which means that it needs 1 bubble to get to the Hydro Pump that will kill you. I guess it's a playable match, so it's not as bad as Reggie, but it's still very important for you to know that you should not be using your Beedrill as a counter swap. Next match, Galarian Stunfisk, which is the new Bastiodon. It's really the new Bastiodon. So rips all the Stardust we used for Bastiodon. New Bastiodon is a clear loss. It just goes straight Rock Slide to kill Beedrill, and also it's a very good swap-in for Beedrill. So if it swaps in, it can kill Beedrill clean. Beedrill is quite far from a Drill Run when it dies, so it's not gonna turn the match around like that. Next up, Defense Deoxys. In the simulations, it actually throws the Rock Slide Shield Bait and then tries to go for the back-to-back Psycho Boost, but it loses. But if you just go straight Psycho Boost, since you get to throw this third Psycho Boost, you kill Beedrill clean. Alright, so it's a bad matchup for Beedrill. Flying types, horrible situation for Beedrill. As you can see, I set it up with no shields and just straight farming, and both Skarm and Altaria can farm down Beedrill, no shields. Mud Boys. Now it seems like Beedrill here has some play because it looks like a flying type. It's not a flying type. Right here with Whiscash, I did straight Mud Bomb. In the simulations, it tries to go for the Blizzard. You don't have to. Just go straight Mud Bomb. You kill it. Now with Swampert, I went straight Earthquake. You can go straight Hydro Cannon. It still wins with actually one energy more. But if your opponent for some reason doesn't block this first Earthquake right here, it's gonna be 110 plus damage. Beedrill only has like 135, 140 HP. It's gonna be hilarious. Grass types. It actually does pretty good against two of the three very popular grass types, Meganium and Shiftry, and it's actually a very good swap in. Now for Tropius, we're really talking about two different Pokemon here. One, the Razor Leaf version, and two, the Air Slash version. The Air Slash version is a loss. The Razor Leaf version is a win, plus you can consider using Beedrill as a swap-in, okay? So for the grass types, possible use as a counter swap. For the ghost types, it's again not a good situation. Alolan Marowak might be the only one you have some play against really with the Drill Run, right? But you're gonna need to land two. That's a tall order. That is a lot, alright? Because the one Drill Run is not gonna be enough to kill. Right here, I actually started to think that Felt Stinger might be the way to go over X Scissor. Because if you get the Felt Stinger bait, you can actually kill Marowak with the Drill Run. So I have considered the effect of the other movesets, not just the ones recommended from PvPoke, but practically with this situation right here, if you get the Felt Stinger debuff, your opponent is going to for sure shield the Drill Run. So it might not make that much of a difference, but it's definitely something to consider. Counter users that are not Defense Deoxys. For the counter users that are not Defense Deoxys, Beedrill does great. It's a good swap in, so you can consider using Beedrill to swap in against Vigoroth, Medicham, and Toxicroak. I just want to highlight one more alternate moveset. You can go Infestation, which will make Registeel here a clear win, straight Drill Run, alright? But the thing that you trade for it is Azumarill. Even if you have the Sludge Bomb, even if you have like Infestation, Sludge Bomb, Drill Run, you're not gonna beat both Regiazu clean, okay? But if it's something that you want, Infestation for Reggie, sure, it kind of works the same, really. It kind of works basically the same. But if what you're targeting is really Regiazu with your Beedrill, I feel like this moveset is the best. You get a playable match with Reggie, you get a clear win against Azu with the Infestation, you get a clear loss with Azu, and you get a clear win on Reggie. So it's kind of a little bit better with Poison Jab, Felt Stinger or X Scissor, and then Drill Run, right? So now that you have the whole picture, what does it look like? What is it similar to that you most likely already have in your PvP arsenal? It looks like a flyer. It looks a lot like Altaria Skarm. Let me break it down for you. It kills the grass. It kills the fighters, the counter users, except for Defense Deoxys, but same, right? And it loses to Bastiodon. Well, you know, new Bastiodon, alright? Now, what does it have over Skarm and Altaria? What side grade traits does it have? Now, I'd say that Beedrill has a much better time with Regiazu, okay, compared to Altaria Skarm. Now, Altaria Skarm, Altaria can kill Registeel if you double shield. Skarm can kill Azumarill depending on IVs. Yes, there's that, but Skarm gets absolutely walled by Registeel. And Altaria, Ice Beam from Azumarill is a really bad situation. So I feel like Beedrill has like a softer matchup with both of these, plus, you know, a better chance to win. Now the downside to this, and this is mixing in usage already, right? So we're gonna talk about usage after this, right? But mixing in the usage, these are bad matchups or playable matchups if you swap in your Beedrill. So again, I'm emphasizing the fact that you might not want to use your Beedrill to, you know, counter swap against these Pokemon. That's definitely something to consider. But now for negative side grade traits, Mud Boy coverage is bad. is bad, and the two other flyers, they have some Mud Boy coverage. They don't cover both. Altaria beats Swampert. Whiscash is playable, and I hate getting hit by a blizzard. It's the worst. And then with Skarm, it has some play against Whiscash. Whiscash is a very versatile Pokemon, right? It can kill Skarm, but it's quite difficult. So Skarm, most of the time, I think, wins over Whiscash and loses to Swampert. So they both have some Mud Boy coverage. Beedrill has none. Now, another negative Sidegrade trait that I think is quite important, but I feel is gonna go over a lot of people's heads, is the Ghost type coverage. The two flyers here have some Ghost type coverage. Skarm with Sableye and then Altaria is a fantastic Ghost type Slayer. It doesn't have a clear match with all of them, but definitely has play against all three. One more negative Sidegrade trait, and this one is, I think, gonna be very, very obvious to everybody, is that it loses to the other, well, it's not a flying type, right? But yes, it loses to the birds. It's not a good situation. Altaria definitely has some play against Skarm. Skarm wins that because it has more attack, right? But it has some play with shielding, with, you know, energy differences type situation. With Beedrill, it is like an all-you-can-eat buffet with Skarm and Altaria, and it is a horrible Sidegrade trait because of how common these Pokemon are. These are very, very common Pokemon. So I hope you understand the trade-offs, right? So it's a lot like the flyers, kills the grass, kills the counter users except for Deoxys, loses against Bastiodon, new Bastiodon, but has more Regiazu in exchange for Mud Boy, Ghost, and Flyers. For the usage, I feel like Beedrill synergizes the best with Regiazu cores. Like the flyers, really, like the flyers. Why? Because it kills the grass, it kills the fighters, and that's most of the time your problem. Plus, something that it adds to the team that the flyers don't really add that much of is more Regiazu coverage, which is really good if you think about it, because Azu, Reggie, or Reggie versus Azu is not a good situation for Regiazu cores, right? So it kind of like tips the balance towards you. But the thing is, for that to work, you're gonna have to use Beedrill as a lead Pokemon, because again, you don't want to be swapping in your Beedrill on these Pokemon. So that's something to think about. You can kind of use Beedrill as a Sidegrade to the flyers, because the flyers, they're not really gonna add more Azu Reggie coverage to an Azu Reggie core. This guy is gonna do it. But again, going back to the balance with the Sidegrade traits, right, it's gonna leave you a little bit weak to the Mud Boys, having both Reggie and Beedrill on your team, right? But I guess you have Azu, and it's also gonna make you weak to Alolan Marowak. So again, a lot of pressure on Azumarill to kill these things. But those are all just ideas that I'm sharing with you to inspire you to come up with your own ways to use Beedrill. You can use it as like a grass counter swap in, or like a counter swap in, something like that. But I feel like with the grass, counter user, and Regiazu coverage, I feel like that's a pretty interesting stack for coverage. And yeah, Beedrill, I think, has a place in Go Battle League. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Remember to leave a like, comment down below what you thought of this format. I feel like this is the best way to really teach PvP. Enjoy Community Day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys!